11 Alive News Midday starts now.
We continue to stay on top of breaking news out of our nation's capital. We are waiting to hear from President Donald Trump after a military helicopter collided with an American Airlines jet near Reagan National Airport last night in D.C. Right now, search and operations continue in the icy Potomac River, where both aircraft plunged after the mid-air crash. At least 67 people were on board both aircraft combined, and officials say there were no survivors. Some members of the U.S. figure skating team are believed to be among the victims. We have team coverage for you, beginning with NBC's Tom Costello.
Yeah, good day from Reagan National Airport, where they have now reopened at 11 o'clock this morning after being closed since about 9 o'clock last night. The investigation right now is still very much focused on recovery. This is no longer a rescue operation, according to the fire chief. It is about recovering the victims, all of them, from the water. 64 people on board the plane, 3 on board that Black Hawk helicopter, and also preserving evidence that could be perishable. The NTSB wants to quickly try to get the black boxes from the plane and the helicopter so they can analyze those black boxes. They want to get them out of the water, as well as the critical pieces of evidence from the plane. And then they will try to interview as quickly as possible the air traffic controllers who were on duty before too much time elapses and they maybe start to forget certain details. They want to do interviews very quickly. This is the worst commercial plane crash in this country since 2009, since that Colgan Air disaster in Buffalo. And this country has a phenomenal record of aviation safety. But Reagan National has tremendously busy airspace here and very restricted airspace because of Washington, D.C. and flight restrictions about not being allowed to fly over the nation's capital. Traffic has to go up and down the river, along with an awful lot of helicopter traffic. And so the question that is very much top of mind today is whether that helicopter traffic has posed a risk for some time, and maybe now it's time to reevaluate. But that's a decision that is far down the road. Right now the question is, why did that chopper and why did this plane have this midair collision, killing everybody on board on a clear night here in Washington? Back to you.
All right, Tom, thank you. Continuing our team coverage this midday, let's get to Ariana Maniz inside Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. Ariana, so Reagan National has reopened just minutes ago. What impact did the closure have on flights here in Atlanta?
Aisha, we've been seeing flight cancellations and delays all morning here at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport after a ground stop was issued moments after that mid-air collision at Reagan National Airport. As you mentioned, that airport just opening at the top of the hour at 11 a.m. But we are still feeling the local impact, not only when it comes to flight delays and cancellations, but airport officials here are mourning the lives lost in that plane crash. In a statement, the airport called the incident an unimaginable loss and expressed solidarity with the aviation and military communities. Now, we've been monitoring Flight Aware all morning. So far, 9 inbound flights from D.C. to Atlanta have been canceled, with 1 delayed outbound flights. We've seen 10 flights to Reagan National Airport canceled and 24 others delayed. Now, several airlines, including American, Delta, and Southwest, they have issued travel waivers for passengers flying through Washington, D.C. The crash is also impacting how travelers feel this morning as they are preparing to catch their own flight, even if they're not heading to the nation's capital. Many passengers that we spoke to say they're feeling uneasy about getting on a flight after such a tragedy. Take a listen.
Very nervous. I didn't even tell my son when he dropped me off because I didn't want him to worry. I don't know, I travel a lot, but I was just scared because that was too close to home.
Now, as we mentioned, Reagan National Airport just reopened at 11 a.m., but travelers flying in and around the nation's capital, of course, you must follow any updates from your airline as those updates and this tragedy continues to unfold. Reporting live from Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, I'm Ariana Maniz for 11 Alive. Back to you.
Ariana, thank you. And our coverage of this deadly mid-air collision continues right now on 11 Alive Plus. There you will find the full news conferences from officials. 11 Alive Plus is free to download on your Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV device.